Now, watch Trump talk about safety for Americans and see how passionate he is.
And there are tremendous threats to our country. We will not allow that to happen. I can tell you that right now. We will not allow that to happen. So we'll be going forward. We'll be doing things to continue to make our country safe. It will happen rapidly, and we will not allow people into our country who are looking to do harm to our people.
Now, did you notice that what Trump is saying is different from what President Buhari is saying about safety in Nigeria? While Trump is vetting people and imposing visa ban, Buhari is implementing visa-free entry. Oh yeah, I'm not the one. He's doing it. Now, to show you that Buhari is losing it, days after, Buhari said this. Look at the headline. Look at the headline. Yep, Buhari, your president, is shocked by the level of insecurity in Nigeria. I didn't write this. Look at it. He's shocked. One president is surprised at the insecurity in his country. The other one is doing something to make sure that his country is safe. You see, in big and complex countries like America and Nigeria, there are some government positions that are so demanding that no one stays in such role for 4 years. Positions like Chief of Staff to the President, Chief of the Army, Chief of the Navy, Chief of the Air Force, Chief Press Secretary, any of the chief positions, nobody stays there for long. By the way, all of Nigeria's service chiefs have put in the mandatory 35 years in service and should have been retired. They should have been gone. But Buhari will not retire them. Even if they were doing a wonderful job, they should have been retired 2 years ago. But considering that they are doing a terrible job, it leaves you scratching your head. Why? What is Buhari thinking? Now, do people who sit down at home and pick their teeth, do they actually think when they're picking their teeth? I'm just asking a question now because I don't know. Anyone who is really doing the job in any of those chief positions, even if the president doesn't want you to go, they are the ones that will say, I'm burning out, I am burnt out, I have to go, I need to go. 4 years is too much. 2 years, maybe, but 4 years is too much. Now, it is under President Buhari that nobody in that position is living. They're not living. And it is not as if they are doing anything satisfactory. No. In fact, they are all doing terrible job. Like this one.
What we're saying. But the situation is not as bad as you make it want to seem. Because we know what the situation was as at 2015. And we know what it is today. Despite the reversals in security, it is still not as bad as it used to be in this country.
That's your man, the spokesman for the president. Not so bad. Security is not so bad. Boko Haram may cut off the head of this head of Christian association in this state, may kidnap people, bomb this building, one here, one there. But it's not terrible. It's not terrible. It's not as bad as it used to be. That's what Femi Adesina is telling us. Because we elected Buhari to get us to a place where things are still terrible, but not as terrible as they used to be. Nonsense. Listen to the man again.
There was a bombing or two today. There was a time that there were 5, 6, 10 bombings in a day in this country. How bad?
Yeah. They are busy. They are counting them. They are counting dead bodies to know if Jonathan has more dead bodies than they do. Yeah? And just in case you do not get it, the great Femi Adesina delivered this sucker punch. Watch.
I tell you that things have been worse than that in this country. So we should be thankful. We should be thankful.
See? All you ungrateful fellows, you should be grateful, you should be thankful. When you wake up in the morning, you look towards Aso Rock, you bow down and thank Buhari. Thank you for providing security to us. So, and here is the icing on the cake. Watch.
The people living there will tell you that the difference between now and 2015 is the difference between heaven and hell.
Imagine that. I I have sacrificed a lot just to make heaven. All the while, I thought that heaven was a wonderful place. I didn't know that heaven is like the difference between Nigeria of Jonathan's time and Nigeria of Buhari's time. I didn't know that. And I've been wasting my life. To fear. Nonsense. You see, with Buhari, incompetence is surrounded by incompetence. In fact, incompetence is in bed with incompetence. Or should I say, incompetence is carrying incompetence on its back. Sasha! Tweet that out.